Hello everybody, today we are heading into Atlanta, Georgia. Take a look around. We have not been here yet. We've been through it, but we haven't actually stopped to look around. There's a lot of stuff to do in Atlanta, you know. I mean, there's no way we're going to be able to get to even half of the stuff that we'd like to do here today, but we're going to check out a few different spots. Hope they'll be interesting. The first place we're going to go to is called Swan House, and that is in the area of Atlanta known as Buckhead. Can you talk a little bit about Swan House?
Swan House is the house that they filmed part of the Hunger Games in, so we're going to go check it out. We don't know if we can go inside because of COVID, but we can go on the outside and see what it looks like. It's supposed to be really cool.
What is the, you said it was owned by some cotton person that came here to help rebuild Atlanta after the Civil War?
Yeah, so that's where it was built. It was built like, they moved in like the 1920s, but he only lived in it for 3 years. Then he died, and then the wife lived there with her children and the grandkids. So I guess it's just a really amazing place, kind of like a Greek revivalist style of architecture. And it should be pretty cool to look at. There's a lot of things on the grounds to do.
Yeah, we're going to check out this Buckhead neighborhood. It's supposed to be a really nice neighborhood. One of the nicest neighborhoods actually in Atlanta. And, you know, there's lots of shops, and we're going to go to a place called, what's it, Velvet Taco? It's called the Velvet Taco. We're going to check out this place called the Velvet Taco. They got some vegetarian tacos on the menu.
They have a cauliflower one I want to try.
Yeah, they have a beer-battered cauliflower taco. Sounds delicious, so we'll pick up when we get there. Well, this is the Buckhead area of Atlanta.
Really
it looks
pretty.
like there's, yeah, it's really nice here. It looks like all of these tall buildings, most of them are not like businesses. They're mostly apartment buildings. We did kind of go through a little part of the Buckhead neighborhood where the houses are, and some pretty nice houses back in there. The house through the trees there, the Swan House we came to visit. But it looks like there may be a wedding happening, because there's a lady dressed in a wedding dress. So I don't really want to walk over there and disturb that, but this may be a bust. I really wanted to go look at the house, but I don't want to go over there with those wedding people there. Let's go down, walk down here and see what this is. This is Smith Family Farm. It's this way. Let's go check this out. Are those sheep? Is that what those things are? It's kind of neat. It's a little creek that comes through here. Kind of meanders down these little drop-offs here. It's cool. Please do not feed the animals. Okay. I do want to look at them though. Pretty cute. So it turns out that the Swan House is a little bit of a bust for us, because we didn't realize that you had to, we knew that you had to have tickets to go in and tour it. And the tickets, you know, I think she said they're $23 a person, which isn't bad, because it gets you not only the tour of the house, but there's 33 acres of land here that you can look at. There's farmhouses and things like that. And then there's a big museum that has a bunch of, you know, exhibits and stuff in it. So because it's kind of it seems like it would be something that we would want to spend a day doing, we are opting not to, because there's other things that we want to see. So we'll come back and we'll check it out.
But I think you should take a picture of that sign so that other people can see it. That one that says, despite what you're reading on Yelp.
Yeah, Well,
Because we had read on reviews that you could walk along the ground, you just couldn't go in the house. So that's what we just thought we'd film the ground. But when we got here, there's all these signs up, which are kind of funny. So we're gonna show you a sign. Here, I can.
So it says, despite what you may have read on Yelp, admissions are required on all 33 acres of Atlanta History Center campus. We get it. This much history is hard to resist. We are more than happy to assist you with the purchase of a membership or ticket at the main entrance located at the West Paces Ferry Road.
And you can't really see from here because of those bushes, but that's like the beginning of the house on the Hunger Games. So we'll come back here at another time.
We made it to the Velvet Taco, and we have ordered 3 of these beer battered cauliflower tacos. Looks like they have like a corn salsa and some avocado. This is what the beer battered cauliflower looks like. It looks really good. And then we got
Those look interesting.
some tots with microgreens and egg.
It's got an egg on top?
And yeah, it's got an egg on top. And I don't know what. Whatever that sauce is, it's really good.
The pot?
The tots? Yeah.
Huh?
What do you think? Good? Alright, time to dig into these tacos.
I'm not so sure about the egg. How do you eat it with that on it?
I don't know.
Maybe you use it as a fork.
I have no idea. I'm not
I might
sure.
keep this for my hair.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to eat this too. I didn't see any forks or knives or anything like that around. So I don't know if they have anything like that. Do you want to try one of the tacos?
Yeah. So this is the cauliflower corn one, right?
Yeah, they're all the same.
Oh, you got the same thing?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Is that all you got to say? Is this good?
I thought I was expecting it to be really spicy, but it's not. So it's kind of nice.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Didn't it say it had sriracha in there?
It looks like there's some sort of red sauce in there, so that may be what it is.
It's not. The pots are spicier.
All right. I'm hungry. I'm gonna dig in now. So we just finished eating at the Velvet Taco, and generally speaking, I mean, the food was pretty good. The beer battered cauliflower tacos were good. The tater tots were good. The only complaint I think that either one of us have is that, you know, they did put sauce on the tacos and the tater tots, but they put so little of it that they were kind of dry. They had a good flavor, but just everything was a little bit dry because it could have used a little bit more sauce. It was just a little tiny bit they put on there. We would go back, I think. I think the food was really good. So overall, we were happy with it. It was just, you know, some kind of weird things about eating there.
So where are we off to next?
Now we are off to the Fox Theater. We're gonna go check out the Fox Theater. This thing about driving in big cities like this is that people drive crazy. And, you know, now that we're used to living in Greenville, it's kind of a smaller area. It's much smaller than Atlanta.
Yeah.
And so this is the first time we've really been to a big city since we moved here a couple of years ago.
We ain't used to no city sleepers.
Yeah, we're country now. So we're not really used to driving around in this downtown area. It's very reminiscent of San Francisco to us, because
In Greenville, nobody honks at you.
Yeah, nobody honks at you in Greenville, and people are just honking left and right here, and then there'll be like a trailer detached from whatever was pulling it, like in one of the lanes, so you have to go around it, and it's just really, it's weird. It's weird, but
we're just not used to it anymore.
We're just not used to it, but we'll get used to it by the end of the day, I'm sure. But anyways, we're headed out to the Fox Theater right now, and I was reading online last night because there's Fox Theaters everywhere, and I just assumed that it was just a popular name, but apparently it was a big chain. There's probably, I didn't count, but I mean, looking at the list, it looked like there was about 100 of them on the list.
Look at that bridge.
at one time, and they were originally movie houses. They were like movie theaters, and then they turned them into more like music venues and stuff like that. So
haven't we been to the one in Oakland a few times?
Yeah, we've been to the Fox Theater in Oakland, California,
yeah, that's nice.
to see concerts, and so we're just gonna cruise by this one here in Atlanta because it's a, you know, it's a famous place. I'm familiar with it because I'm a Jimmy Buffett fan, and Jimmy Buffett recorded a live album at this particular theater, and it's kind of neat because he talks about Buckhead, like the little neighborhood we were just in, and he talks about Stone Mountain, which is one of the places that's near Atlanta that we want to go to. So I don't know, we're just getting to check these things out. It's kind of fun.
Okay, so it's gonna be on the street on the right up here.
On the right? Are we? I mean, are we getting close
like
to
a
it?
mile and a half away, so we don't want to park up here yet.
Okay. All right.
We're out.
Here we are passing up the, well, as Jimmy Buffett refers to it, the Island Crazy Fox Theater. We're gonna try to find a place to park, but
Right on
I'm not holding my breath because this is like the downtown. Well, it's not downtown. It's referred to as Midtown, but it's very, very busy here.
We've arrived destination.
This is kind of a neat building. It's pretty ornate on the outside of it. Looks like this is the side of the Fox Theater here in Atlanta, Georgia. Yep, there's the sign, Fox Theater. For the stage door, that was what we were just passing back there, was the stage door. We're gonna walk around. We were lucky enough to find parking, so we're gonna walk around to the front and check out the front of the building here. That's the Fox Theater. It's the front gate here. There's the ticket office. Oh wow, this is cool. There's Tiny Doors Atlanta. That's kind of cool. Tiny little, look at this. Tiny Doors. But then look at this booth, this ticket booth is really neat. Kind of reminds me of the Crest Theater. Remember the ticket booth in the front of the Crest? And then there is the grand entrance to this. The chandeliers. Pretty neat looking. I don't know what really is going on here in the midst of this COVID pandemic, but
Look at this side. Like, can you
this is
imagine?
cool. Just the entrance. I mean, look at how far you have to walk back in there.
We'll cruise by.
This is it. One of these
Just
days,
imagine all the-
I will be seeing a concert here. Maybe if,
imagine all the shows that were here.
oh God, there was all kinds of shows
Imagine
here.
all the parties that were probably right here.
Yeah. Well, we were able to find parking. We're coming to this, what is it called? Jackson Street?
Yeah, the Jackson Street.
The Jackson Street Bridge. So if you ever watched The Walking Dead, there's that, like the main poster for The Walking Dead, there's that picture of Rick Grimes who's on a horse and he's heading into Atlanta. Well, that photograph was taken on this bridge. Unfortunately, we were able to find parking really close to it. They said that the parking was really terrible in this area and that, you know, good luck finding a place to park, but I think we're maybe a block and a half away from it, and we're in a completely empty, free parking lot. So I don't know where that came from, but anyways, let's go check out this bridge. All right, here we are, coming up on this bridge here, this Walking Dead bridge. Oh yeah, yeah, you can see it. This is cool. So this is where that photograph was taken. And as you can see right down there on the traffic that's going away from us is where, like right down there on the ground, like right down there on that side is where Rick Grimes would have been.
Rick is walking with the horse?
Yeah, it's the part where he's on the horse and he's headed into Atlanta. They did make some changes though to the photograph. So like in the photograph, this road that goes off where it says Chattanooga, Greenville right there, that's not there. It's like a 4-lane road going that direction.
Wow.
Yeah. This is where The Walking Dead kicked off. It's in Atlanta. You know, I guess I never really thought about it, but I guess that's where the series began, was in Atlanta.
They have a whole like Walking Dead museum outside here where they do most of the filming, but it's not open while they're filming, but they have the whole set. They have Alexandria.
You can go in there when they're not filming?
Yeah, you can go in there. The only part that you can't go in is you can't go into like the town they're filming in. But you can go into Terminus.
Can you?
Yeah, and Alexandria. We'll have to do that. We'll have to do the museum and the Walking Dead tour on another day.
Yeah, I know they do Walking Dead tours here. All right, so the next point of interest here in Atlanta, Georgia, we are going to be passing right here. We're just pulled over into this no parking spot right here just so I can film this, but I'm going to turn the camera around here. Open up the window. And here, we have to find a place to park, but we're going to drive by it real quick here. This is the church, this Ebenezer Baptist Church is the church where Martin Luther King was the minister of. So this is where Martin Luther King was the minister. Ebenezer
His dad had been the minister too here.
Baptist Church. I guess his father, Crystal says his father was also a minister here. So that's a pretty historic place right there. I wonder if you can park in here.
Oh my gosh, look at him. How young he looks.
Is that him?
Yeah.
This here is Martin Luther King, right there. It's the Ebenezer Baptist Church, National Historical Landmark. There's the front entrance. Unfortunately, the building is closed due to COVID-19, so you can't go in, of course. Everything's closed. I mean, everything's ruined by COVID-19.
This social
Sick and tired of this thing, but...
Well, it's almost
1886. This church has been here since 1886. Damn, that's a long time. But that's probably a very famous sign. I know I've seen that before. That sign for the church. Nonviolence is the most.
They're really supposed to be buried in there.
Oh, really?
Bodies are really supposed to be there.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll definitely go check that out. Nonviolence is the most powerful force that we have for the I can't read today. Nonviolence is the most powerful force that we have for the counteracting of hatred, bitterness, and violence, which have infested our society. Ah, dang, that's the truth, man. I tell you, especially in this day and age. Fundamental tenets of Dr. King's philosophy. Right here next to the church is the actual tomb of Martin Luther King Jr. and Coretta Scott King. There it is. This is where they're buried. This is unbelievable. I wasn't expecting to see this when we came here. I thought we were just going to drive by the church. I didn't realize that they were actually entombed here. Wow, it's trippy, man. I wonder if the eternal flame symbolizes the continuing effort to realize Dr. King's ideals for the beloved community, which require lasting personal commitment that cannot weaken when faced with obstacles. This is like this is like really super powerful. I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting this at all. It's unbelievable. Got goosebumps. I actually have goosebumps standing here right now. Next to the church is, well, across the street, they have a new church. The Ebenezer new church is across the street. You can kind of see it over there on the corner. And then next to it is a historical park, visitor center. Apparently it's a museum that has a lot of, you know, like real life memorabilia from his time.
I really want to go there. That looks really interesting.
But unfortunately, due to COVID-19, just like the church, it's closed. Everything is closed.
Oh, we can't go in there because I don't have my mask.
We're definitely going to have to come back here one of these days when this COVID thing eventually, hopefully, goes away and these places reopen so that we can come in and visit and really honor his life. But just, you know, just what we were able to see today is just kind of blown me away a little bit. Unbelievable, man. The people that are gathering around here are just, you know, they're saying that they're kind of the same feelings that I'm having about this place.
As an educator,
It's beautiful. It's a very beautiful place, this is. About this Krog Street Tunnel online, and it's supposed to be just jam-packed full of graffiti. So we just happened to pass it. We weren't actually planning to come here. Just happened to pass it. So we are going to we're gonna go check it out. Check this out. It looks like it's a little dark in here, but kind of trippy looking, huh? It's really dark in here.
I don't know, can you see anything? You'll be able to see all the graffiti.
I don't know if you're going to be able to see it yet.
I mean,
it's dimly lit there, right? You can kind of see it.
It's completely dark.
But it's so dark that, you know, it's hard to really see. There's some over there.
You might be able to see
On
that
side. That's definitely a little bit brighter. This side here. This is an interesting neighborhood.
It looks kind of artsy.
Yeah, it's one of those.
This is one of those old artsy neighborhoods.
Mystic Lotus Yoga.
Oh, these houses are so cute.
These houses are kind of cool.
They look old.
Yeah, they've been here for a minute. It's a little too big city for me. I'm more partial to the, you know, the smaller city. I don't like the traffic. You know, fortunately where we live, you know, we don't have a lot of traffic, so that's really nice. It's a big plus for me.
I would like to be able to walk down to the corner store and get a cup of coffee or sit and have a beer and walk over to it, and instead of having everything you have to drive to.
Yeah, I mean, it's got its ups and downs. It's a nice city. You know, there's lots of I mean, it's really lots of stuff to do. It's a nice place. You know, we saw some really nice neighborhoods. I know there's some not so great neighborhoods, but the area that we were in, for the most part, was pretty nice. We are going to grab a little bite to eat.
Restaurant.